is what we started out with, and this is what we end up with. What it is, what it do, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, hi, my name is Messiah, and if you're not new here, welcome back. Today, by the time you already know what we're going to be doing today we're going to be doing a little tutorial on how to have better looking brows. Products I'm using today, I'm not what is it, esthetician or none of that. It's just what I do to have better looking brows. What I will be using is this Magic Razorless Cream Shave. I saw the results of people using them from TikTok, and ever since then, this has literally never left my eyebrow care routine. It literally turns out good for me every single time. You do have to be careful with this product. It does say 4 minutes, but your face is sensitive. I literally will do 3 minutes and check it, and then if I wanna, say if I need to touch up a certain area, I will use this maybe the next day or wait 2 days and reapply it to the areas that needs to reapply it to. So this is what they look like, just like out of place. There's no definition, hairs everywhere, and these lashes need to go. My Q-tip, and I get some product from the shave cream. I always start at the center. Basically what I do is I go under, I go over. I want to use the shave cream. If you're doing like concealer to like carve out your brows. And I'm gonna come back once I'm done. This is what it looks like once I'm done applying. Set my timer for 3 minutes, and then I'm gonna check back with you guys. And from there, I'm gonna wipe it off. This is just my tutorial how I get better looking brows. This is not meant for your eyebrows, and if you have any irritation, like, this is your disclaimer now. You can add more cream, but you can't add more eyebrow. I will say if you're doing this, go little by little. If you miss any spots, you can always reapply, but I would suggest to reapply probably like 2 days later on after you're doing this. I use anything for my eyebrows nowadays. I used to have like a full routine when it came to my eyebrows, especially when I was working at the club, but now it's just kind of like, this is what works for me and it still looks good, so it is what it is. I just use eyeshadow, and then I just use some concealer, and then I call it a day. I do have a brush that has a spoolie and it has an ankle brush. This is a brush that just came, I think, with one of my old pomades, and ever since then I just kept it because I did used to use like pomades and pencils and all that. This is the palette I'm going to be using. It really has 3 shades, and it has a shimmer, which we're not going to use, a smoky brown, and then a shimmery black. It looks shimmery, but when I use it, it don't have any glitter. I'm going to take this color right here, and we're going to start at the beginning of the brow. So I just take some, and then I just kind of dust off my brush all the excess, and then from there I shape the beginning of my brow. And that's how I start my brow. Alright, and I know you can see the brown, but because this is so light, give your eyebrow an ombre effect. Then we're going to take the black shade, and we're going to dip it using the same brush. Carve out your brow. Adjust all my natural shape of my brow at the bottom, and then we're going to fill in the top. And then after we fill in the top, we're going to connect the top to the tail right here, and we're just going to follow the curve that my eyebrow has until we reach the end. I outline my brows, and this is what I mean when I said that you can go back to cream 2 days later on, because there is like some hairs. This is what my eyebrow does look like once I carve out my brow, and then I will go back in with the darker shade, fill in this like around here, and we're not going to fill this in, but just around here, and then we're going to blend this. So this is why I like to have the lighter color, because when I blend it, it really gives that ombre effect, especially with the concealer afterwards. But we're going to come back once this is done. I'll show you guys how I just blend this, and then we're just going to take this spoolie, which is at the end of the brush, and we're going to blend. And when I say blend, really, you're just going to brush it. Just marry the two shades. Looking at it, it looks pretty good. We're just gonna go ahead and conceal next. Your eyebrows are not gonna look finished product until you add that concealer. A flat brush that you can use to carve out those brows. It's gonna take a little bit. That brush is dirty. You should have a small amount of product on your brush. Little does go a long way, especially with your eyebrows. And if you need to grab more, then grab more. But I'm gonna start from the bottom and again follow your natural brow line. When I cover my brows, I don't do the front at all. I take my finger. If you don't want to use your finger, you can use Q-tips, but I like to use my finger. Wipe this off, again following the shape of your brow.
Damn, Zeus, you too cold, bruh. What you doing?
And this is what the finished product looks like. You can take your spoolie again to put the hairs back in place after you do wipe off the concealer. This is what my brow looks like once I'm done. This is a comparison right here. Hopefully this tutorial did help you guys out. But that does end today's video. Like, comment, and subscribe if you didn't already. And if you have any ideas you would like me to do or more tutorials, definitely leave a comment down below, and I will have my social media down below as well. Thank you again for 5K, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. This is what it looks like with different lighting. I did take off or turn off my ring light, so this is just another glimpse of the brows.